Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Libra for January 2023. Welcome, Libra. So we are in the sign of Capricorn, which is the element. The element is earth, so very grounded time to get things happening and get things moving, especially for an air sign. And you are in your fourth house, which, funnily enough, corresponds to home and family. So this is the home. It's all about the house. Perhaps you're moving house. Perhaps you're, I don't know, renovating. But yeah, very much the energy and the focus will be on all these kind of plans and doings this 4 weeks, dear Libra. Okay, energy around, and we have temperance. So temperance, as you know, is divine timing. So this is particularly apt for where you are at the moment. So think about the fourth house, think about your house, think about family. All those sort of discussions and plans will be centered around this for the next 4 weeks. So let's see. Oh, this one doesn't want to. What will transpire for the dear Libran people? I'm reading this one in particular for a dear friend of mine named Lauren. And she knows who she is, but I felt this was quite apt. So this is for you, Lauren. Happy New Year. And all the other Librans, of course. So we have beautiful divine timing. Time to do things that it's the right time, basically. Time to strike. Where you are right now. And we have this celebration or a celebratory card of the Three of Cups. So this is really important. And also it's about celebrating, having a good time, letting your hair down. After having a successful year, Librans, I know you have because I've been reading for you every month this year and you've really been working hard. And now it's just a time to chill, have fun, and do all those exciting things. There's also a story too with this one. I always mention 3 people. So there could be 3 people involved in this particular scenario you find yourself in at the moment. I think you'll know who those 3 people are. You, yourself, and another person. Okay, so a beautiful card to start. We'll see what has influenced that to come in and indeed the rest of the reading. And we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is the Water Queen, so very much about intuition. She's governed the Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio folk. But she's very much a receiver. She just listens and receives the messages. She doesn't necessarily have things to say about much. She just takes it all in. She's like a sponge. And so this is all centered around how you're going to manage this next 4 weeks. And it's about just quietly receiving, quietly looking. It's not too much of, like you, Libra, are very much communicators. This is more of just, you know, receiving all this stuff, information that you need for what's going to come. So beautiful card, highly intuitive at this time, Libra, so don't forget to use that as well as your intellect, which is very sharp. Right, let's see what was going on in November, December. And we had the Ace of Swords, so very much the end of a difficult time, sort of mentally, intellectually, other people, sort of things happening and just feeling like, oh my God, the storm clouds were gathering. But this is the end of that. The Ace is always about a new beginning. So now we have clarity. So you're being very clear about what you want and what you're going to do now. After, often with hard times, it's the best time because that's when we learn how strong we actually are. So with that new beginning coming in with the Ace of Swords, you've got that amazing clarity at the moment. And of course, swords belongs to you as it's an air element. Let's have a look at what's recent influences. And we have the 10 of Swords. The end of a family curse. So some kind of familial, and we always have them in every family. There's always argy-bargy from time to time, disagreements, all that kind of stuff. And we feel guilty because they're family and we love them, but sometimes we just don't like them. So this is just a card for you to say that's all come to an end. It's wrapped up. So you can just put it away and think about what's going on right now. Don't worry about all the squabbles or whatever was going on. It's gone. It's going. Okay. Now we will look at what you'll be learning in this time. And we have the Page of Cups. So very emotional seeds being sown there. You've just got to water and feed them in the emotional sphere. Usually this is to do with a young child, a child of some sort in your environment. It usually is, but it also can mean a spark of a love affair or a connection with somebody, all those sorts of things. But it has to be nurtured, don't forget, Libra. We have to feed it and water it. Make sure everything's going well with it in order for it to grow. So beautiful new emotional seeds being sown. Factor into that, children especially. Okay. The next card is the near future. So we're in January proper. And don't forget, in January, I think till the 18th, Libra, the Mercury is retrograde. So just be aware that things can go retrograde. They can go backwards, especially with transport, communication. So just keep your eye on that and don't be so concerned if things don't work out the first time. It's just Mercury's sort of gone out of the sphere for a couple of weeks. Excuse me. Let's see, near future. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So this would be going around. Now, just don't take the first thing that comes along. Don't think that everything's just fine and looks good, because usually there's a bit of a sneaky, tricky business going on with this card. So it just asks you to, look around. Don't be too hesitant, don't be too quick to jump into something that looks really amazing, because with this card, it really isn't. In other words, this card can mean too, sometimes we feel like, everything's come around at once, it's great and everything, but there's always something. It's almost like every project we have to kind of start, have ups, have downs, have middles, have ends, and it's the journey that really matters. So never take the first option, Libra, ever, because you will find yourself later going, oh my God, I knew there'd be something hidden there. What's happening that you're not realising? 9 of Swords. Yeah, so just be really careful. 9 of Swords is sort of like anxiety for anxiety's sake. Free-floating anxiety. One problem gets solved and then you find another one. So don't be getting like that, or sleepless nights. You just think this new time coming in for you is about just doing the journey, not wanting the first thing to come up to be the best thing, because it ain't gonna be. And it will cause you to get this anxious state where, it's not going to work out. But you have to jump through the hoops. We all know that by now, don't we, Libra? So there you go. Try not to live in your head about it. As the Queen of Cups said, she's your influencer this month. Just receive. Check, check, check. Have options going there, Libra. Don't be jumping in. Okay, let's have a look at how others see you. And we have the 6 of Cups. So, people from afar, old friends from long, long ago, lots of people contacting. Of course, it's been Christmas, it's New Year, family. You see people you haven't seen for a while, nice times, good times, happy times. Those happy Christmas childhood memories, all that kind of thing is invoked by the 6 of Cups. It's also a very past life card, so it sort of says that everything is as it should be. And at least we catch up with all those people at least once a year if we can. So lovely card there. Let's see what you're feeling positive about. The Page of Wands. So this dear little fire sign page, it brings in good news. It can be a child, very fire sign child that's just the apple of your eye, that's just always creating a lot of fun and laughter and energy around the place. but it's also a good omen for things going well for you. But once again, it's only a page, Libra, so that there's a journey to get to number 10, and you know, so you have to sort of be prepared for this journey and don't think that you can get to the finish line before you even get halfway, if you know what I'm saying. Beautiful card. Okay, the final outcome. And we have the Emperor. So we have diligence, due diligence. We have strategy, planning, control, controlling. Be careful with that. Very male card, very much an Aries card as well, the Emperor. But it's just all about those plans. It's about discipline, like things, all these attributes will be sharpened with the Emperor around. You'll have to do your homework. You'll have to fact check. You'll have to make sure. So once again, it's sort of saying there is a journey ahead, and it'll be a good journey, but everything has to be meticulously done, as with the Emperor. So a nice way to finish off the Capricorn sign, and we'll see what comes next time. So your message is patience. There you go, Libra. At the end of the way is freedom. Till then, patience. Patience is a fine, noble quality. It implies that everything is possible in the timeless of space and being, and a deep knowingness reminds you that nothing can fail you but your own impatience. Now, does that not make sense? Thank you so much for listening. Happy New Year. It's going to be a good one, I feel, Libra. So thank you very much for listening as usual and your ongoing support.